Welcome back, everybody. We Tech Those Podcasts. We're back at it again. With my friends, me, myself, being. Where their camera goes, Zach? Always looking for attention, man.
Man, did it drop out? Is it back yet?
No.
I could see him. What are you talking about?
I know, dude.
I can't see him. That's
I
weird.
can see them, bro. Wait, David.
Big ass head covers up everything.
The way, it probably covers them.
My computer's bootleg. Y'all can see him? I can't. I'm
Yeah.
gonna edit it later. Hopefully the video's there.
Right.
But yeah. So Zach, Amanda, Rick, and the sweatshirt over there is Joel.
And David's forehead.
Bro,
Okay.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Coming in hot.
Spike your juice. I'm gonna spike your juice. You'll be deflated.
Put a little something in
Anyways.
his protein powder. I don't know.
Right? Let's go ahead and get to the video to show you what I was talking about so we can get to the topic, right?
Reward promiscuity, they reward toxicity, they reward non-traditional values, but then they claim they want a good woman. And then you're like, this is strange. What they're saying and what they're doing is different. Look at what they're saying. They want good traditional women, but look at what they're investing in. They're investing in the woman with her entire body out. And a lot of the other things men will say is, I want a natural woman, no makeup. But you see who they're following on Instagram. It's nothing but surgeries, fillers, this, that, and the other. And it's like, well, you're saying this, but what are you actually investing your time and energy into and your resources into?
Man, did they take a look at your followers on IG? Or who you're following?
A quick
Your
scroll.
cousins? Right? That's what you call them?
Those are my cousins. I'm talking about my family.
Are they invited to the cookout? Because if so, what's up?
They are definitely.
I'm coming through for the cookout.
They are definitely invited to the cookout. Okay. So the question is, I mean, she pretty much said it, but do men reward basically something that is, counter of what they say they want?
I
think it's very true.
Yeah.
It is very true.
Yeah.
How so?
And we lost Joel. He'll be back in a few minutes, but we'll continue on.
With onions.
he's crying. But no, I think it's true in the sense that, everyone always says that they want a good person, someone that, easygoing, they can do all fun things, whatever. But then when that person arrives, it's just so simple that people get bored, that they want that drama in their life. They want that toxicity. It's like the thrill of the hunt almost.
Right.
Specifically, okay, fair enough. But specifically, do you, with guys, when what they follow and what the girls they're actually...
It's that fantasy. It's that fantasy.
I was thinking that too.
You want what you can't have.
Yeah. And I feel like men in general are more lust driven, and so it's whatever is most appealing to the eye and not what's below the surface. When it comes to what they're following online or what they look at, what they consume, what they're kind of going for when you're dating, I think it's more they're driven based on looks, and then they say that they want all these good things underneath, like the personality and all that, but they keep just shopping around for the looks and not getting the quality people.
Yeah, I agree. Mr. Extreme Simp is the perfect example.
Can we talk to him?
I haven't. I was out of town, but the woman that he's with is natural and regular, but the one that he wants to be with that he was extreme simping for, I already told you about her. She's all fake and plastic and complete opposite of what he says he wants. But that's the only thing that he seems like he wants. He's obsessed with being with her despite how she treats him. And then this other person treats him very well, and she's a normal, down-to-earth person, but he's not happy with that. He's not really interested in that.
Right.
By the way, if you guys are curious about Ultimate Simp, that's the one right below this one.
Oh man.
Are you pointing at Joel? Is that
No, I'm,
what
rec- I'm recording. I'm
he's
pointing
talking about the other
the
recording.
podcast right below.
I'm like, hold up,
Podcast
bro.
right below
I'm
this one.
like, yo, dog.
I
I'm
was
over
like,
here making food my girl, and I'm called an ultimate
No.
step. Hold up.
it's all right.
I'm promoting our content. Damn it!
Right.
That makes sense. That's work.
Fair enough. So I mean, we have a consensus amongst you all that the same men, one, they say they want traditional women, but then they follow all untraditional women, basically.
But do you think there's something wrong with that? Like, should a woman take offense if their guy is following all these girls that are like naked on Instagram and stuff and liking their pictures? Should that be offensive?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Exactly what you just said. Yes, yes. I feel like there is there's like a fine line, and this one, I'm gonna be honest with you, and maybe I'm wrong if you don't agree with me. Because obviously I follow certain women, not as many as I used to. Not, I'm gonna be honest. Look, listen. Let me explain. Let me explain. So, I do follow women that look like that. Basically, if you're the typical like just fake, let's just say that. Basically, I never like any of their pictures. I'm never trying to slide in their DMs. It is specifically just visual. Now, some people might say that that in and of itself is offensive, but I don't necessarily connect the two between this is what you're looking at, so this is what you must want, as opposed to who you're with, type of thing. Now, I'm not trying to say this is most guys, or this is how this is wrong or a guy. And so I'm trying to look at these things from an outside perspective. Basically, I don't associate the two, but apparently maybe guys are. Maybe guys do. Maybe guys look at these women and think that that's obtainable. That's what you should want, type of thing. I just like looking at them. Now, more recently, as I get older, it really gets old. Again, like I said, I've never slid into any girl's DMs that I didn't already know. Let me state that fact. It wasn't like some random chick online. Never slid any random chick online DMs. Never liked any pictures. It's literally just was viewing. And even I'm going away from that, honestly, because there really is no benefit into it. I mean, I don't really get anything out of it. I mean, yeah, they look good, basically, but it's all bought and paid for, or honestly, probably just Photoshop. A lot of it.
To agree with what David said, I do agree with that. That's what I did before. I finally dropped all my stuff on. That's mainly what I did too. I was over there. It's not because that's who I want to be with. It's mainly just, oh, you know what? Rolling through Instagram. Oh, hey, I see one of them. Look, and you just keep it going. Like, there's nothing of me sitting there like, oh, I want to fantasize or be all about this. This is what I want for the rest of my life. Nah, 9 times out of 10, it's just look, I see it, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you partially answered the question, you guys. So should it be offensive if they're actually liking the pictures? Because you specifically said, David, that you're not liking the pictures.
Yeah.
So why are you not liking the pictures? Because it should be.
Yeah. No. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
No, because it's like offensive to your woman, or like women should be offended by that if you're liking another girl's picture that's like naked on Instagram.
9 times out of 10, most of the things that we hear about women's pictures on Instagram is that guys just like them, comment, and all this stuff, or hop into their DMs. And it's like, but that's not what I'm going for. That's not my objective when I'm looking at it. I'm not here to talk to you or anything like that, or like all your pictures and stuff. 9 times out of 10, people put out free content for free content. But some people do need likes, I guess. And then there's some people that have, I guess it's called a praise kink is a thing. Like, legit, they have something to where they like to be praised for how they look with whatever they're wearing.
So you think it's okay to be liking pictures of these women?
If my girl liked a picture of a dude that was going around, that's on her.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just saying, it ain't gonna hurt me.
And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't not like these pictures. Like, actually put a little heart or whatever on them because my girlfriend doesn't want me to. I don't do it because I don't want this girl to be getting attention from me, basically. I mean, she kind of, I don't want her to know it. Let's say that.
Yeah.
I don't want her to know it.
Yeah.
I think I'm feeding into it at that point.
Yeah, you're
already
validating it.
like, yeah, I don't want to necessarily, listen, I think porn is bad. I still look at it though. I can differentiate the two, basically. It can be bad and I still do it at the same time. It doesn't make me a hypocrite. I understand what I'm doing. I messed up. So
Right.
I felt like liking and pictures and stuff like that. And I mean, that's why they post it, basically, is to get dudes involved, mainly dudes, right? Get them involved, liking the pictures, sliding their DMs, so then they can a lot of them try to sell you some content, some stuff like that. And I mean, that's probably the main reason why. I mean, my For You page, my Instagram following page is way, way reduced than what it was. Let's say 2
Following
years ago.
2,000 followers 10.
You know what's funny? One time, because I was actually applying to be a sheriff one time, and when you go through that process, do a background check, and actually go through your social media and stuff like that. So he's actually going through my social media while I was there. Like, and he had to like give him access to my phone, basically have him go through my Facebook and Instagram at the time. And it was just basically girls. Okay. He was like, all right, this is normal. Like, unless on his day, but no, I don't agree with that. But again, I wouldn't be necessarily mad if my girlfriend liked the picture, honestly. But I can see how a woman wouldn't like that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like real talk. I mean, it just comes down to. Sorry, Amanda.
It's all right.
No, I was going to say, I think it comes down to respect for the boundaries between you and your partner. Like, you have to understand what is cool with them, what would offend them. And I feel like really what it comes down to is if you have to look at these girls' pictures and stuff behind your girl's back, like she would be mad if she picked up your phone and saw the stuff that you're scrolling through, then you're not respecting the boundary of what she's comfortable with. And so you're not respecting your partner in a way. So it's
you gotta draw the David's hairline.
Exactly. Yeah. Really receded. It's fine.
That's where you draw the line.
That's the thing with me and my girl. Like, we've already
broad treatment. I'm about to wear a headband.
That LeBron hairline comeback.
No, that's the thing. Funny enough, me and my girl just talked about literally. She was like, "Yeah, if you follow them, hold on, that's an issue." She was like, "But if you just randomly scroll by them, okay, it is what it is," because that's 9 times what happens on Instagram.
Well, I've known people, they don't care if they're, well, not that they don't care, but they don't care so much if they're following the person. It does bother them. But what bothers them is that they see that they're liking these posts where these girls are naked and stuff. And I say naked, like barely wearing clothes.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, one of them is like I'm like looking from afar. I mean, it's the same thing as if you're in a store, right? And some hot chick walks by and you just like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? You just look and don't say anything. And then the other thing, like liking the picture would be, hey, damn, girl, you look good. You know, that to me, that's what that is online. That actually liking it, she sees that you see her, basically.
I get offended by that sometimes.
It's like you're acknowledging her.
You get offended by what?
I get offended because, like, I'll be at the store and I'll see a guy with his woman and sometimes even kids and everything. And then he'll be like staring at me, like following me with his eyes and stuff. I'm like, you're with your woman. Like, what is wrong with you?
It's natural. Well, it's natural.
The difference in that case, though, is like if you're talking about the girls' pictures online, they took that picture because they know they look good, and they posted it because they know they look good. But you, like, just walking through the store, it's a different level of kind of, you know, disrespectful if you know, that's like the perception that you get from it is it's disrespectful because you're not trying to get all that attention, especially from these dudes that are there with their girlfriends or their wives or whatever. And so it's like they're crossing a line, and you didn't even try to put yourself out there to get that line crossed.
That's exactly it. Yes.
So it's worse.
Yeah.
So online it's worse, technically, or is it worse in person?
No, they're doing it on purpose online. They
Right.
want the attention. But me, I'm just
Right.
going to the store and getting unwanted attention from somebody that shouldn't be giving it.
Yeah.
Damn, you listening, David?
First of all,
I've hung out with you enough to when you're like, damn!
I have done that, definitely. Yeah, that's just me. But at the same time, Zach was talking about, out of respect, I wouldn't do that in front of my girl. But at the same time, she understands that if something walks by, if I happen to look, and it's like, don't give me crap for just looking. I didn't say anything. I didn't like linger. I didn't, oh, damn. Like she looked, you know what I'm saying? That would be out of pocket. At the same time, I'm okay with her seeing a dude out. Okay. But like, she's still with me. So it's like, and I know that's the logical way to come at it. And that's probably how that men see it. I do my best. And I think we should all, as men, do our best. Try to see it from the viewpoint of our ladies. And try to make some like common ground type of thing. I feel like common ground is I won't make any like outlandish comments or say anything to it. But if my eyes happen to catch the gaze of someone walking by, I think we just let that slide. That's got to be, you got to meet me halfway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, I'll catch people looking around and stuff, but I know they're with me, you know, but you guys have to think about it, listeners and everything. Women are a little more emotional and sometimes more insecure and whatever. So you have to account for that when you're doing these things, especially like following these naked women and all that.
I think you said little, but I think you meant a lot more. I'm just guessing.
Well, no, because I've known a lot of insecure guys too. So
Yes,
that's unfortunate.
that's true. No, what I was gonna say was back on David talking about being able to see a woman like this pass by. It was legit. One of a girl I talked to way before. She legit saw a girl pull up on a motorcycle. You know, a motorcycle. They're already in a specific shape. And she was like, yeah. And then my man just looked at her. Like, the thing is, didn't stop looking, just kept staring. I'm like, see, there's a difference. You just got to be like, oh, there it is. Cool. And just keep going.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't linger and just sit there and just stare at it and be like, yo, you see that girl over there? No, you don't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real. Then most of the time, if it's ever brought up, I don't remember that girl.
True.
You looked at that girl last week. Last week? Who? I don't. What? Describe her.
It's like, I've seen 10 others.
Right. Describe this one. What's the curvature like? What's the, but it is what it is. But I do understand that, you know, it shouldn't be taken into account. Now, the main other point I guess that video was talking about was guys wanting traditional women and then, you know, following these girls. I think there's a difference. You can. Where's that go?
He'll come back in
a few minutes. He's not liking where this topic is going. He had to step up.
Right. I feel like you can look at something online. Oh, that looks nice, right? But at the same time, not necessarily want it. I'm gonna speak for myself, basically, specifically. A lot of these girls online, they look great, honestly. But when I even possibly think about what goes into all that, the time and effort and things like that, and what kind of lifestyle they want to live, I already know that don't fit how I want to live my life, basically. So it's being more than superficial. I mean, the guys that are, you know, DMing other women and stuff like that, and you know, liking the pictures and stuff like that, but then.
Well, that goes back to what we were talking about with simping, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Right. And at the same time, it's like, I understand, and again, maybe it's not most guys, I understand no real woman is going to look like that because that's fake unless you got money. Enough money to pay for it or enough money to pay somebody to do Photoshop or get one of these filters on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it'd be the same thing. My girl, she saw, you know who Michael Ealy is, the actor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She saw him. And it was just, you could just see it's just the moisture coming in. I went, man, all right. I ain't hating on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. And honestly, I mean, if she can get Michael Ealy, all right, bet. Like, wasn't meant to be, I guess. But like that is okay to me to identify somebody as being physically attractive and still be in a relationship. That's okay. Now, what you do after that, it's like you're trying to police thoughts at this point.
Yeah.
You really can't. You know what I'm saying? I can only police my actions. You know, as guys, we only apparently hold one thing in our mind at a time. Basically, sometimes it's just squirrel, and that's it.
I feel like I had a squirrel moment, but proceed.
Oh, see, exactly. What happened?
I was thinking something completely off topic.
See? How can you trust these dudes? So serious. You can't trust us. Like, you know what I'm saying? So maybe those women are not important. They're not important to this dude's life at all, and especially if he's not liking the pictures or things like that. If he's liking the pictures, I think that's out of bounds. Liking, commenting, I think that's too much. Following, maybe consider that. I mean, I'm working on mine. I'm getting it down. I'm sure my girlfriend's happy about that. I'm trying to get out because honestly, I think it'll stick better that way. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to just doing it for your girl. A lot of dudes kind of take that as they'll become to resent them, basically. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if this guy is really doing something, this is what you got to think about. If this girl is really doing something that you don't agree with, should you continue a relationship? Is this something you really want to, continue on with? Or do you want to, is this, big enough to end this relationship over, basically? But as far as getting somebody to change or getting somebody to line up what they say they want, as far as, guys go, I don't think this is the same as them saying they want a woman in their life that's a certain type of woman. Mm-hmm. Because it's unrealistic. If they are saying that, then they're being unrealistic. Very few women look like it's the same as a woman saying she wants a guy to make six figures. It's very few people in this country make that kind of money. So they're being I can't think of the word, but other than ridiculous, it's just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, or it's way out of their
6'5", 6 figures.
Yeah,
that's another point. I mean, this whole again, not saying some women do have a height requirement, and the height requirement is a little bit ridiculous. 6 foot is like 3 inches taller than the average guy. Like,
by the way, if you guys want more info on that, that's like 3 podcasts down.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Oh, so that being said, I would have to say, I mean, again, I try to. No, sorry. The other thing I wanted to say was, I think, I honestly believe this. I don't think these men are one and the same. I don't think these men who go after these girls online. No, I'm sorry. This is what I meant to say. The dudes that say they want traditional women, but then follow and comment and subscribe to the OnlyFans of these women online, basically, I don't think they're actually in relationships.
I was gonna say too, those are probably women that they would want, maybe, but they don't think they could ever have. So then they say they want the traditional. They want something more realistic.
Because a lot of those same points, a lot of the people who do that type of thing, because I watch all this crap, so you guys don't have to. I watch all these manosphere podcasts and things like that. The people in the comments, right, the text, and they watch and follow it every day. They'll agree that they want a traditional woman and all this, but then the women that are on the podcast who have OnlyFans, they'll look them up and subscribe to their OnlyFans type of thing. It's like they eventually kind of tend to lean towards. Unfortunately, I mean, you can't really explain it any other way. Kind of woman hating, because they'll talk about constantly how the modern woman today is, how she's she's not traditional anymore. She don't want to do these things. She want to take care of the house type of thing. I don't think these dudes usually end up with girls. A lot of these dudes are kind of, the term incels.
Yeah.
Which, they some of them want to be with a woman, don't really know how. So I would put that in that boat. I mean, but again, if your guy is liking the pictures, that's like one step away from DMing a girl telling her to come over. Like I feel like I never did that. You ain't taking me for no sucker.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
You ain't trying to get caught in the room. You ain't trying to get caught in the room. Hands down. Brothers come out of nowhere. Oh, sis, gotta give you a stuff. You good, David?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You sure?
All right. I'm positive. I'm good. I'm just, I gotta let my cousins know I can't follow them anymore. So.
Oh my god.
All right, but what do you guys think? Comment in the comment section. What do you think about this conversation? Are dudes confused? Are they confused with women? They're not being truthful to what they say. Comment, let us know. Like and subscribe. Again, we're We Tech Those Podcasts, and we're out.
Later.